Hello everybody and welcome to the Crazy Cats Club Saturday webinar. I'm glad you all made it today, and for once we really started right on time, so that's great. Also let you know Roger won't be with us today. They actually had a leaders meeting for the Platinum World Team Build, the one that we're all going to be going into, and it was at the exact same time as this webinar, and I really like to bet on that because we would have got more information. But so that this means we'll have more information for you next time. But Roger's going to be on that one. I do see one of the questions here. Someone's asking what type of payment process are they going to be using. I know they're going to be accepting credit cards, and debit cards with the Visa or MasterCard symbol. I do know that. But I think they are looking into Bitcoin as well. So I'm not 100% sure on that, but it is a serious option that they are looking into. So that should please a lot of you, because I know a lot of you in Crazy Cats Club are in Bitcoin as well. And it's getting used more and more across the world. More companies are accepting it. So they are looking at that seriously. And so we'll probably have more information on our next webinar. But things are getting close here. I wanted to get the dates and everything where they're going. As far as I know, we're still on path, give or take a day or two, on the 24th. I believe that's still up in the running there. So I'll get more information from Roger after he attends that meeting today. So as far as I know, though, they're still on that pathway there. So everything's coming up pretty good. So we got a lot of people excited about this new team build. There's like I said, there's leaders all over the place now coming in to this, and that's going to also bring in tons and tons of other people. So I'm going to stress some important facts for you, that when you get the email to sign up, when it's ready for you to go, you need to react ASAP. I'm going to try to get the exact time and date for you, so you can be waiting for it. And we're going to be sending out our invites to people. Once you get the invite, you need to sign up ASAP, because there's also going to be other team leaders too with their teams. I want you guys to get the top placement. Remember, this is the very beginning, and this is you're finding out about this before the pre-launch. So when that pre-launch starts, I want our team to be at the top there. Okay, so you need to watch that. I'm going to, like I said, I will be giving out, especially if I'm here. Let me share my screen here, and let me get that going here. So this is where we do the updates, like where it shows right here. This is 11 February. Today's going to be the 18th. That'll be the next one. I'm going to put updates here. I'm going to send out emails. So make sure you're on the email list here. You do that through the Crazy Cats Club website. When it says where it says watch this for more information, there's a form there to fill out that puts you on the mailing list. Make sure you get on our mailing list here, because you're going to be emailed that as well. It's very important you jump right in there. And once I find out the exact time and date they're going to start, I'll put it here so you guys can be ready. So when you get ready, if you're talking to other people that are going to be coming in with you, get them ready as well, because what you're going to do is, as soon as you sign up, you'll get your URL as soon as you sign up in the program. Once you get that URL, you are free to bring in anybody that you know. You can start sending it out. People are going to sign up underneath you, and that will help you, because it's going to help fill up your downlines faster, right? Now, what's also going to help you get in there really fast is when the other leaders start bringing their teams, they're going to come down as well. Like I said, there's even one leader I know on our section there that has a, it'll be where some of you will be at, that has access to over 100,000 members. So that's going to be pretty exciting too. But there's a lot of leaders on here. And I know a lot of you have contacted these leaders, and I'm sure a lot of them are on that webinar right now about the program. So when I get that there, I'm going to put it here. So I would check this here, and I will send an email as well saying, hey, this is what's going to happen. I'll probably have a special webinar too. I'll just announce it. You probably won't have much notice for that, just so I can say, okay, this is what I found out. Here's the time. Here's the date. Be ready for it. And like I said, I will post it right here as well. Once you get in, send it out to the people you've been talking to. Get them in underneath you. There's no special there's no special incitements or whatever, I can't think of it right now, enticements to sign up people, but everyone should try to bring in 2. If you bring in 2 and you get people that bring in 2, it's going to fill up really, really fast, and that's going to do a lot of good for you. But if everyone brings people in, then us at the beginning, which is you, everyone who's listening to me right now, is going to help you out. And all these people coming is going to fill up fast. So you've never been at the beginning of something like this. If you have been at the beginning of something like this, then you're one of those people that have already made over 6 figures and stuff like that. Because if you look back at the people that got rich on the program, or they got $100,000 in the program, whatever, they were at the very top. They didn't start after the program's been going for a month or 2 months or 3 months. This program is designed to help people even when they come in later, and you'll find more of that when we do some announcement of what they're doing for people as well who come in later. And of course, when you re-entry, that's going to be a big deal too, because when you re-enter, it's going to help those people down there. But the thing is, you're going to be at the very beginning when all the people start populating. You're at the very top of the top. You can't get any better than that as long as you react when it's time. I mean, it's something you don't want to miss. So when you get your invites, you need to sign up, get your URL, tell those people that you've been talking to, get them in like that as well. And then all the other teams are going to be doing that too. It should fill up your downline really fast. Like I said, when that's what they're telling us. When this thing starts, it's going to be big. It's going to be big fast. They want to get to start off with over 10 to 15,000 paid members right away. So remember, when we do start this, so when this starts, if they start, let's say they start exactly on the 24th, like they were saying, if it makes it on the 24th, this is what's going to happen. When you sign up, that's a pre-launch. It's for 30 days. You don't have to make a payment for the 30 days. Once the pre-launch is completed, or even during the pre-launch, you're going to see how much money you could be making in this program. You'll watch it build up, which would be exciting, because then you're going to be waiting for the 30 days to be completed so you can make that payment, right? So what's going to happen at the end of that 30 days of that pre-launch, you'll have 48 hours to make your payment. Remember, it's a one-time payment, but 48 hours. And of course, once you make the payment, of course, you'll have access to over $2,000 worth of products, really cool programs, training, all sorts of stuff. I think you'll really be pleased with that. But that's what you get as soon as you make that payment. You have access to it. But the thing is, you only have 48 hours. If you don't make your payment in 48 hours, then you will lose that position. So all that money you saw in your back office, be it a few hundred, several thousand, tens of thousands, whatever, even if it's 6 figures, if you didn't make your payment, if you don't make that payment within 48 hours, it is gone. You'll be dropped up. Someone else will move into that position, and they're going to be the ones that are going to benefit from the position that you were in. So you don't want to lose that. Being this close and be at the top of this, you do not want to lose it. So I'm going to go over the chart with you one more time, the PowerPoint. So for those of you that haven't seen it, I think a lot of you have seen it too. I know right here, this is our last webinar. That's a good one. You ought to go back and watch that one too. I know almost 1,700 people have watched this webinar so far. So that's pretty good for a recorded webinar. So go back and watch that. And you can also use that if you're talking to someone, you can show them this here, because there's no way to sign up in this program yet, right? So you want to get them with you. Oh, again, the first people that we will invite are those, as you know, we all joined $25 Legacy as a team. So those people that are in Instructor 1 and 2 of $25 Legacy are going to get the first invite, followed by the people in Instructor 1 will get the second invite, and then followed by the people in Crazy Cash Club. So I do know we had some new members, even as little as yesterday, that have had upgraded to Structure 2. Well, they're going to be in the first invite, because that's how we do it. We're doing the VIPs and stuff based on people following the rules. And part of the rules as a team is that we join these programs, and then we join the programs. We have to stay in there for X amount of time. And if they do that, and normally it's about 3 months on this one, since it's such a low cost one, that's why we had it say that when we join this next program, the invite's going to go to those people first, okay? And then that's going to be a good thing for them because they did the rules, they're using it. A lot of you are just using it anyway because you're making it's a great product. You can't beat the product whatsoever. We still use it. You see our posts all the time. You see a lot of you are doing what we said. Copy what we're doing, put your own words in there, right? Or rearrange some of the words, and you've been doing the same thing. I also got a plan. We're going to be having a special webinar for those in 25-hour legacy on how we can all boost each other's our posts when we do our 25-hour legacies and when we do all our posts and going out to Twitter and when G Plus come up and I'm G Plus and when we go into Facebook and stuff like that, I'm gonna put a group of you guys together. We're all gonna get together. That's going to explode that for us, and that means we're gonna see a lot more action take off with your posts. And where other people do it in 25-hour legacy is great, but I'm gonna put something together that for our people is going to explode it even faster. So that's what we're gonna be doing for you. But let's get this launch out of the way here first, because this is the most important. You don't want to miss this team build. You won't see another one like it, and I doubt you'll ever will come into a position again where you were at the beginning before the pre-launch. Anyone that doesn't join this program doesn't really understand the program. They might hear some things, they don't really know the details, and that's the only reason why they wouldn't join. And so far, like I said, we have a ton of leaders, some really big names in the industry. So you're going to be part of that. So anyway, let's go back here, and I'm going to show this to you. Let me get that turned on. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. And I hope y'all can hear me really good because we're going to jump right into it. Okay. The first program is a 2x4 matrix, and that's called phase 1. Phase 2 is a 2x3, so a little bit smaller. So the way it works is it would be you'd be at one level with 2 people in that, 1 and 1, then level 2, level 3, and level 4. So how much does it cost to join the build? So remember, you don't pay until we actually launch, and then by then you're pretty much going to have a good idea how much money you're going to be making anyway. But it's a $100 one-time fee. You don't have to pay again until you complete cycle phase 2. Excuse me, sorry, I have a really bad throat today. But you won't have to pay again until you finish cycle 2. By then you've made over $166,000. So that's pretty good. That's not bad. It's a one-time payment. You don't have to worry about doing month after month. And once you pay it, you don't have to worry about losing a position or anything. Sorry about that. I had to clear my throat again. So once you make the payment, you don't have to worry about losing position. Unlike other programs, when people come in there and they and when other people come in and they join a program or maybe something similar to this, they usually have options to jump above people, move ahead of them, and like I said, well, instead of paying the 100, I'll pay 100 and 200 so I can move up ahead. No, it doesn't work that way. So everyone, as they make their payment, it moves it up. So like I said, this would be you. This is first level, level 1, second level 2, second level 3, and the next level is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 2 by 4. 1, 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a 2 by 4 matrix. Okay, so you'll pay the $100. So what happens when you pay the 100? Let's say this was you. Let's say you already paid your 100. So now you're right here. When the first 2 people fall in underneath you, they're going to pay 100. They're going to pay 100. Well, to move forward, it costs 200. So in this case, the 200 will go to escrow account. Escrow will be holding the money, and they'll say, okay, here's the 200 to activate this, and so it will pay your 200 for you. So you don't have to pay the 200. You only paid the 100. And then it'll just go down there. The people on the next level, they're paying 200 each, 2, 2, 2, 2. Again, as that goes forward, the next one is 500, and then the remainder will go to you. And then we got the 4 people paying, or the 4 here and the 4 here. It's 8 people paying 500, and it goes up here. And again, this is all coming up from the same way from their commissions. So finally, until you have all the people paying the $2,000. Let me show you how it works here. It's a lot easier to understand it. So this shows gross, this shows members, it shows you keep, and it shows totals, okay? So this is how it works. So in level 1, you have 2 people paying 100. That's a gross of 200. You only keep nothing because it costs 200 to move forward, right? So that goes up there. So at this point, you made nothing, okay? Now you're going to have 4 people. They'll be paying 200 each. That's $800. So out of the 800, you're going to pay forward, which is the 500. And the remainder of the 800 is 300, and that goes to you. That goes in your pocket, okay? Now level 3. Now it's going to have 8 people paying 500, okay? Now, after when you do the 500, that's $4,000 gross, okay? Well, 2,000, you have to pay that to move forward. That's 2,000, right? And you get the remainder 2,000. You keep that 2,000 there. Then, this is a good one. On the last one, you have 16 people paying 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, right? All the way across there, there's $2,000 going all the way across. That's a total of 32,000. But now you're ready to move into phase 2. And phase 2 is a 2 by 3. See, 1, 2, and 3 levels. So you pay 5,000, you'll pay 7,500, and you'll pay 15,000. So if you look at that right there, so that means you would have to pay 5,000. So that's why it shows out the 32,000. You would pay 5,000 to go into phase 2. The remainder left over is 27,000. So that's 27,000 you're going to make on that last level. And remember, this is going to go boom, boom, boom right at the beginning because there's so many people who will be coming in. You're at the top of there. This can move rapidly for you. You may see this in the first 48 hours or even better because you may be way into here at this point. So that's what's really good about it. That's why when we tell you to sign up, you need to sign up immediately. That's why I'm going to give you the date and the time to do that. So if you look at right here, so you get to keep 29,000 and that's a total. I mean, that's a total you get because of there is you have your 37,000. That's the gross. What you kept of that was 29,000. So that's pretty good for phase 1. But you're already into there. So you're in the. So what's going to happen is the people that were underneath you are going to follow you into phase 2. So that's the same thing that's going to happen. So remember, they took out 5,000 to pay your 5,000. Then 2 of the people are going to follow you in there, paying 5,000. That's 10,000 each. Well, how much do you have to pay? You have to pay the 7,500 next, right? So out of the 10,000, they take out 7,500. Excuse me again. You keep 2,500, so you got 2,500 there. Now level 2 happens. Now you got 4 people paying 7,500 each. That's $30,000. So how much is the next one? Well, you'll be paying 15,000, right? That's your next payment. So out of that 30,000, you get to keep 15,000, and that's what you keep there. But what's really cool when you get to the very last one, there's 8 people paying 15,000. There's nothing to pay you forward. So that's 120,000. So you get to keep 120,000 for that there. So if you add all these totals up, it's $166,800. So if you take the 137,500, add the 29,300, that's where you get the $166,800. That's the total that you would actually keep. Excuse me again. I am so sorry. That's the total that you, excuse me here. Man, sorry. Like I said, my throat's really bad today. I apologize. So that's $166,800. At that point, then you would pay $100 again to start it all over again. And then they'll take it down to the bottom, start helping those people as they move up. So this is really, really exciting. It's a lot of money, and it's going to happen fast for a lot of people because you're at the beginning. Other people, you know, after this launch is over and people come in, well, they're going to still bring people. The people, it's going to be excitement. People are going to be bringing people in, but it won't be as fast for them as it's going to be for you. Another thing is what happens if you paid your 100 and then something happened and you had a family emergency, you had to go somewhere, you had to go do something, you couldn't work the program. What's going to happen? You come back and you finally get back and say, well, I haven't looked at it for a few months. You come back there, you may just be surprised about how much money you got sitting there, because unlike other programs, you have to continue to work. You should do that because it's going to help everyone and also help you get the maximum 166,800 faster. But the thing is, since nobody can move ahead of you, right? Remember, that's what I love about this. To me, that's genius. They can't move ahead of you, and so whether it pushes you up. And then when it pushes you up, it forces the money that you receive goes into an escrow account, right? Then that pays you forward. So it pays you forward, and the rest goes to you, and then you can go ahead and you can take that money. They're also working on that payment system that where you can send money between each other, put on cards, and a funding fee of about 35 cents. Not like PayPal or some of these other ones that you might have to pay hundreds of dollars, maybe even thousands for this type of money, right? But you can transfer from money for like 35 cents. Now that's cool. I mean, that puts more of the profit in your pocket. So any way you look at it, this is the program to be. If you're looking to do something where you don't, let's say you don't know how to market very well. Well, now you'll be able to do something like this. You don't have to worry about being passed up. It's forced. They have to bring it up to you. It has to push you forward. And the same thing, it pushes those people forward too. The more people that join, the more money people are going to make. So even if you can't do too much about it right away, guess what? It still works for you. Those of you that are smart, you're going to still bring people in because it's going to help those people below you, and that helps you too. Because anyone you bring in, it goes down below there, forces them to move up. They make money. That money moves up to you, right? And that also pushes you forward to the next one until you make the maximum of the $166,800. So any way you look at it, this is the program that we want to be in. Like I said, Roger's getting all the details right now, so he knows. So he'll be briefing me later tonight. If there's something really important you need to know about it, I'll make a special video, and I'm going to put that video where it should be, right here, and I'll show you again. On the one it will say 18 February, and so this video is going to go right here. This will be the newest video, but if it's a real important update and I need to pass it to you, I'll put another video up here too. So keep checking back on this page, and matter of fact, if you go to this page, the page URL always stays the same. So copy that, make it one of your favorites. You can also get there through Crazy Cash Cup. If you click on news, it takes you back to this page too. Okay. So it's really important that you come over here and you take a look at it. So I'm going to put it all right there. But, you know, folks, we were able to move into this. That's because we've been working as a team for a long time. That's why we are so high up on the program there. Like I said, there's you got the company. There's one person, the first leg, one person, second leg. I'm underneath one of the persons on that first leg, and Roger's underneath the other person on that first leg. So we are we're on the second row. So you got the first row with 2 people, then you got the next row with 4 people. We're on that row. So that's how close we are to the top. So that means even other people coming in with their leaders go below us. And what's going to happen is when we bring you in, you're going to move in fast. They're going to be bringing their people in, and what's going to happen is it's going to fill up your downlines, and that's going to force more money. So it's going to be cool. Once you sign up, you're going to be wanting to almost live in your back office of that program as you start seeing the money get higher, 100, 2, ooh, look at this, got 1,000, a couple thousand, look, 20-something thousand. I mean, when you see that, it's going to generate assignment all over the board, and then people are not going to be able to wait to pay that one-time fee of $100. So that's the next thing. What should you be doing during this time? Well, talking to people about the program, of course. You know, sit them here, let them watch the video so they can see what it's all about. And second, save up that $100. If you don't have it right now, save it up. Make sure you have a credit card that can do that. If they do take Bitcoin, we'll know about that. And especially though, remember with Bitcoins, if they do accept that, you know, it takes a little bit longer. So make sure you make your payment immediately if you're going to use that one, because I know Bitcoin takes a little bit longer for payments to clear. But the thing is, start saving up that money, get ready for it, so you'll be able to make that payment. This is, you're going to have one shot at it. You'll have 48 hours after that 30 days is over. So you got from now all the way through the pre-launch. If the pre-launch starts on the 24th, then you have 30 days from there and to make to save up that $100. Do it, whatever you got to do. I would do that to have it ready to go. And once you make the payment, you don't have to ever worry about making another payment or losing your position or anything like that. You're going to be locked in there. And then all these other people coming in, the other teams coming in, and I'll tell you, there's going to be teams coming in even after the 30 days because they just didn't find out about it. You know, you might think it's everywhere because you hear about it and people are talking about it. Well, you're hearing about it because our team's talking about it. You see a lot of people on our teams. You may start seeing other people talking about it because they're from other teams, but the majority of the people who will join this program are not going to join on that day, on the day that it launches after the pre-launch. We're going to have a lot of people, but not the majority. That will come afterwards, which is a good thing because it's going to build you up even more. I'm hoping a lot of us can go up there and cycle through the whole thing, start over before some of the other big teams come in. Wouldn't that be cool? And then to have other teams come in after you the second time to help push that through again. It's really exciting. So that's what you need to be doing. Get ready for it. Tell people about it because the more people that join on that day, when the more people that pay their money in that 48-hour period, that's what's going to go to you, and that's what's going to push you up there. And you want to see not just 5 figures or you would like to see 6 figures. I know I would. I think you would too. And why not? Let's knock it off, and I mean knock it out of the ballpark immediately. I mean, on the 48 hours, wouldn't that be great to do phase 1 and phase 2, or almost complete phase 2? Just knowing, or just to clear that, get that $29,000 that you clear. That would be so cool, right? Well, that's what we're going to be looking for. We're at the beginning. There's no reason why we can't do this. We just got to hit it hard during that 30-day period. Keep building, keep bringing people in, and then when at that point you can give out your URL during that 30 days period. Do it because it goes, all of that will go directly in your downline. Even if you have a full matrix and you realize, hey, I already got my 30 people. That's all I need for a full matrix. I already got my 30. Why don't we keep doing it so those people fill up and those people fill up and those people fill up? Because you want to keep doing that. They're going to be doing the same thing. This is a true team build. It's a true team build with multiple teams into one big giant team. And just think, where we all are here at the beginning, who knows what the future will hold with this team itself, with the super team, this platinum world team. What if they come into another program later on what if our team's over 100,000 members and you're at the top and we join some other program and this time get to where we keep our positions and stuff like that? Wouldn't that be amazing? You bet it would be. It's just thinking about it, all the possibilities. I'm just excited for what it's going to do right here, right now. But I was thinking the other day, what's going to happen a year or two from now if they go into other big giant programs and we're at the top of a group of people over 100, 200,000 members. That is totally awesome. And that's where you're going to be too. So you ought to congratulate yourself that you are here right now. Tell other people about it. Do them a favor. Let them find out about this because they'll probably never be in this position either. To get in, to be ready to join it right before the pre-launch, so you won't get any higher. Anyone comes after is after the pre-launch, but you'll be able to join right at it because you found out it before the pre-launch. So I hope you're excited as I am because I'm very excited. I'll find out from Roger what's going on with the meeting today. If it's something really important you need to know about right away, I'll go ahead and I'll post it here. I'll put the new video for today up, and I'll put a video up about what we found out, or if it's just a few things, we can put it right here. And then what's going to happen is we'll keep you up to date. Once I get the actual dates and times, I'm going to let you all know about it so you can be ready to go, so you can be the first one to sign up when we go into pre-launch. So again, thank you for coming, and I really do appreciate you coming. You all take care, and bye-bye for now.